Hello, hello. I'm being very rude and eating soup in front of you. And I'm sorry, but I'm not. Because I had to do it. But I can drink it pretty quick. I have been going not fast, but steadily today. I know, right, Rhonda? It is so rude to eat in front of you, and I'm so sorry. All right, come here. As you can tell, I am not 100%, but at least I'm upright today. For the last day and a half, I have been prostrate. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Ruth. I have been absolutely flat. Yesterday, all I did was go from my bed to the couch and back to the bed. That was all I did. Elton brought me soup, which was very kind. He did come and check on me because he was afraid I was going to die. I thought about it. It's all his fault anyway. I blame it totally on him. I am better. Yeah, he got it first. Only his was all in his chest. Mine's primarily up in my head, but that's the weak part of my body, is up in my head. And so, anyway, there is that. So I'm just gonna, no, I thought I was going to die. I considered it. But I think the reports of my death are greatly exaggerated, as someone said. Chance is trying to fall off my lap. I don't know if I told you, I found out why he's lost so much weight. He has a nodule on his thyroid. And so then there was a big question mark, do we spend a lot of money testing him? Or do we, and then poking medication down his throat twice a day. Or rubbing some kind of gel in his ear, which probably would be okay with him. Poking stuff down his throat doesn't work. That would just torture him. And they want him on a specialized diet, which has no salt and no this and no that and no treats. And, all of that just sounds torturous for this cat who is 17 plus. And I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me. I hope you can hear me well enough. He's like 17 and a half now. Didn't make you lose weight? Okay, Rhonda. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, it is in the fine print. We're writing our own vows. And if I knew for sure that he wasn't listening, I'd read you what I wrote. But I'm not at all convinced that he's not listening. And I don't think it's appropriate that he should hear what I'm going to say ahead of time. Anyway, so I have made the decision not to torture this cat. I did find a homeopathic thing that was created by holistic vets online. I ordered that. I asked my vet if he would let me try the treatment without the diagnostic expense, and he said they couldn't do that, which I understand. I expected him to say that. But anyway. Thank you, Ruth. That's what I decided to do. Hey, Scotty. Boy, I haven't seen your name in chat in a long time. Good to see you. Oh, really? I guess it's hyperthyroid. Um, yeah, I always do that. The nasal irrigation. Yep, I've been doing that for a long time. So it does help. Yep. Okay, soup's done. I will stop eating in front of you, although I have water here to drink because one of the things I have to do is keep my throat wet. Hello, Jill. Good to see you. Um, are you ready to go in the other room? So anyway, I got the stuff for him, the holistic thing, and it says that I was talking to a friend of mine last night briefly, who also has had Siamese cats. And I asked her if she'd ever had this problem. She said no. Because I thought she was my best source of information. And we, both of us, have similar opinions about spending a lot of money. And it's not the money as much as it is. You have to consider the whole picture, how old he is, what kind of health he's been in, all that kind of stuff. What's his attitude right now? His attitude is good. He purrs. He sleeps. Hi, Shu. Hi, Joan. And hello to everybody that's here. Thank you so much for joining today. I won't be streaming very long, but I am going to be here for a little while. Anyway, he is very much a part of my life, and I appreciate how long he's been part of my life. He's been here since he was 5 years old. He's now 17 and a half, so he's a good old boy. But, he's purring, he's happy, he's just real thin. Anyway, when I was talking to my friend last night, I said something about the blood tests and all that kind of stuff, and had she done that, and what's her experience with prescription cat food, because the prescription cat food is like no salt, no preservatives, no nothing. I said, and he didn't eat it while he was staying at the vet's for 3 days. And she said, my experience is you can't starve a cat into eating. They will just starve. And that's been my experience too. So I have decided to keep him happy as long as possible. Right? And so that's what we're going to do. And we've tried the new holistic remedy formula, and he doesn't object to it. It says it tastes like bacon. I told my friend I did not try it because I'm sure it tastes vile, but he doesn't mind having it with his wet food. And so far, so good. So we'll see if it makes a difference. Anyway. You broke your leg in 3 places? Holy cow, Scotty. Good. Glad you're here. I won't be here for 2 hours, but I'll be here for a little while. Because I don't have quite as much energy to talk for too long. Streaming is different than a conversation, because in a conversation you get to take breaks. In talking, when you're streaming, it's you and you alone doing all the talking. So anyway, all right. So I'm gonna pop in a cough drop just so I have something in my mouth. Well, I pretty much have my have things together. I went to the store a little bit ago, got cat food, which was of the essence, cat food and dog bones, because the dog lives for her bones at night. And so we got all that taken care of. It's amazing to me how much stuff costs, man. Laundry soap, dog bones, cat food. What else did I get? And 2 or 3 over-the-counter things in the pharmacy section. It was $100. I'm like, good night, nurse. Anyway, so I'm going to put him in the other room with treats so he doesn't drive me nuts, and I'll be right back. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. All right, so we are well. Okay, I have to tell you that I have a piece of paper I must keep. Sweetest. I hope he's not listening. I think he had an appointment, so I don't think he is. But if you guys didn't like the Studley duck before before this, you will now. Thank you, Shu. He called me a little bit ago just before I was going to hit go live. And he says, "Will you marry me?" I said, "I will." I said, "Will you marry me?" And he goes, "Oh, yes." Doesn't that make you love him a little bit more? Anyway, okay. I got this magazine. I subscribed to this. I don't remember why. I think I saw it on Instagram, maybe. Thank you, CB. Oh, no. That made me feel good. That was after he brought me coffee this morning to see if I was still alive. And I got my rings resized. I got to the point, I don't know what happened to my hands this summer. They got fat. My fingers got fat this summer. I don't know how that happens. But anyway, I could no longer get my engagement ring off and on my finger. I mean, finally to the point that I couldn't get it off. And it's wide enough that I need to take it off at night. Because of the, so it doesn't stay wet under the ring all the time. Hey, Peggy. I know, right? Hi, Linda. I think so too, Jill. What was I telling you? Oh, yeah. So finally we went to the jeweler. I didn't think there was any way they'd have that ring resized in time for us to go. Also, there's a ring guard that goes on each side of it. That is the wedding ring part of it. I'm sorry I'm so gross sounding, you guys. Those that it bothers, just click off now, okay? Because I know there's going to be somebody that's going to say, you shouldn't stream when you sound like that. I understand. It's the only choice. This is the only time I get to stream for you guys when I'm still a single person. So, anyway. Yeah, so we went into the jeweler. Because as it turns out, all 3 rings had to be resized for me to be able to get them on and off, and solder them together so they come off as one unit. Anyway, they had them done yesterday, which was really nice. He really put a rush on it. Your husband never really asked you to marry him. Anyway, he plans, and he looks at me and said, "You're going to marry me, right?" That's kind of like asking you. Okay. But do I know what I'm wearing for sure to the ceremony? Not really. So I'm just going to pack the choices, and I'm going to let Izzy dress me, because I'm just like, I'm just kind of over it. It's like, I'm just going to pack some choices, and then she's going to say yes or no. And there we go. There you go. Takes the pressure off. Anyway, this magazine. I think I saw it on Instagram. It's pretty wild. What one of the things that's nice is it has all of this color. And so once I look through it, which I pretty much have, I will use it, I think, for, no, like this is really good inspiration for me. I like this. So if there are articles that I want to keep, I will keep them, but most of it, it's fiber art that is like way out in the realm of, it leans toward art more than fiber, if you understand what I mean. I mean, like, it's not wearable. It's art for the sake of art or making a statement. It's not my thing. I have a friend that she would be all over this in a second. This is not my thing, but I love the color, and I always find some inspiration in it. I mean, I think it would be a kick in the pants to just draw her eyes or practice her features, drawing, sketching. Look, it's made out of old baseballs. Isn't that interesting? Hi, Dana. So, yeah. Anyway, this I think is pretty interesting. It's made of plastic, but I don't know what. But I think it's not usable, but it's pretty. At least it could go on the body. Anyway, so that's that. However, in the back of this, I thought I would show you these books. I'm not familiar with these books, but I thought I would show them to you. Embroidery Encyclopedia, since that's what we did on Monday night, embroidery. Stitches and techniques for every embroiderer. I know nothing about any of these, but I'm just showing them to you in case some of you are interested in it. Thought this looked interesting. Japanese paper yarn using washi and kami ito to knit, crochet, weave, and more. So I thought that looked interesting too. Anyway, I'm just sharing these with you. I know nothing about any of them. I just thought they were really interesting to see. This is another one, Marking Time with Fabric and Thread. I would really like to see that one. I've not looked any of these up on Amazon, so I don't know if there are pictures inside the book on Amazon or not. But anyway. Elton already had it. He had it and then shared it with me, I think. And he was feeling really guilty for giving it to me. I was like, you should. You about killed me, man. Yeah, he had it first. Men. So anyway, this one, Marking Time with Fabric and Thread, and this one, The Quilting Experience. So thought they looked interesting, so I thought I would just share them with you. I am on Sunday afternoon. And this is pretty cool. Exclusive collection available now at fiberartnow.net. And these are handcrafted paper from around the world. Mulberry paper and more. So it's mulberrypaperandmore.com, fiberartnow.net. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, a couple new resources for you to explore. So, yeah. So the story is I'm getting married on Sunday. He asked me to marry him a long time ago. But then we just, didn't, it's like, okay, we have two houses. His house was full. It was bulging. It was so full. And it's a big house. Your husband and I met and were married 3 months later. Wow, Ruth. That beats me knowing Studley Duck for 50 years. Almost 50. Funny. Hi, Sharon. And Joni and everybody. I mailed the bookmarks out finally. I know. Pitiful. Today is my great-granddaughter's 3rd birthday. Can't believe she's 3 already. Wow. Anyway, my little great-grandson, the one that I went to help with when he was born in June, is going to have an MRI. His eyes are crossed, and they're not totally crossed, but they wander, and so they're going to do an MRI to see if they can figure out what's going on there. And they're hoping to do it without putting him under anesthetic because he's so tiny. Anyway, so any of you who pray, whatever your belief system is, I will appreciate, and so will they. His name is Liam. We will all appreciate your support for him, that he would be asleep and calm during the MRI. I don't know when it's coming up. It's, I think, before long. So they're going to be doing that. And, of course, Mommy is, having a hard time. Everybody has a hard time when you don't have answers, right? Today is your number 2 grandson's birthday. Oh, that's neat. Yeah. So, anyway, if you would, I just thought about that. What else? So anyway, we finally, 2.5, 3 weeks ago now, maybe 3 weeks at the most, Elton said, well, we're going to go to Las Vegas to see his son and his wife. His son is going through infusion treatments for cancer right now, and we were going to go out there to see them, and he said, why don't we just get married while we're there? And by the end of the day, that's what was happening. So, yeah, crazy, huh? That's how it happened. It's funny how things can happen that fast. It took me a little bit by surprise. He didn't, he's really wanted to get married for a while. It's funny how I wanted to get married, and he was hesitant, and then he wanted to get married, and I was hesitant. It's funny how you do a dance at this age. You do a little bit more of a dance, especially when you have houses and belongings and, what to get rid of, what to keep, all of that kind of stuff. But Barb Dudley. No. I think my name is going to be Barb Owen Faye, not hyphenated, because that'll let me keep Barb Owen professionally, and then I will use Barb Owen Faye, personally. I think that's how we're going to do it. He had a reason for not hyphenating it, and I don't remember now what it was. He explained it to me. He's an attorney. He explained it to me the other day. I just trust that he knows what he's talking about. He should, after all these years. Yeah, I don't think Barb Ross would work, Ruth. But Barb Faye didn't really... It doesn't have a ring. And I don't want to go by Barbara. I don't like being Barbara. And Barb Faye just kind of falls flat. I've been Barb Owen many more years than I was my maiden name, which was Smith. That's how people know me. And so, and my name, Barb Owen, is all over my, my products and books and all that kind of stuff. So I think that that's probably what it's going to be. Barb Owen Bay, I think. So does anybody have any questions other than that? We're going to Las Vegas. We will fly out very early in the morning to Las Vegas. That's where we will be married. That's where all the kids will be coming. He has 3 kids. I have 1. My granddaughter is more like my daughter. She's not going to be coming because this is her weekend for Emily's birthday party. Plus, traveling with an infant is just, pretty much nightmarish. And so they're not coming. Although I wish they would, but I totally understand. I mean, completely understand that that's not going to be working. Hello, Dana. Thank you. So we will be in Las Vegas. I have a house sitter staying at my house taking care of Muppet and Chance, and she is my regular house sitter, and she's really good with them. I met her at Starbucks. She's one of the baristas at Starbucks, and she's really a sweetheart. She used to help me a lot with Claus Man when I would take him in there, because there was one day in particular, bless his heart. It was, I don't know when it was, probably November before he died, in the end of December. It was the day that he spilled 2 cups of coffee. Okay, 2. It was a total of 20 ounces of coffee. 20 ounces? The 16 ounce. No, it was more than that, because he spilled a 16 ounce, and then he had already drunk part of that. Knocked it over, and then I got him another one, and then he promptly knocked it over. And I'm like, that's it. We have to go. We have to go. And so as I got him in the car, because he's covered in coffee, the floors, everything is a mess. And Avery, as I got him in the car, I came back in with towels and stuff that I always carried in the car. And she's on the floor mopping up the mess. And I said, oh, you don't need to do that. We made the mess. I will take care of it. And she goes, oh, no, I got you. I got you. And that was just one incident of her helping me. Very, very sweet young lady. And so, we've developed a friendship over a long time. And so she's been with me, Claus Man, after Claus Man, and now Elton. So she's seen me through some stuff, and she's a real sweet girl. Hello, Tia. Good to see you. I know, jet setters. That's probably part of why I'm like this. Actually, I think where this came from was, when we finally got the house cleared out, I was so careful to wear a mask through all of it until the last room. And it was upstairs in the house, and I didn't think it would be a big deal. And I think it was. I think it was a big deal. Because he got sick, and then I got it after him. So I think there was some stuff in the dust. Anyway, so I have a house sitter staying here while I'm gone. After we're in Las Vegas for a few days, then we are going to fly into Denver. And then we'll get a car and we'll drive up to his cabin, which is up in the mountains. It's one of my favorite places in the world. I am so grateful that we get to do that. So we're going to do that for a few days, and then I'll be back. So the next time I will stream for you guys, I think, is the 25th of October. It's on a Friday. It's possible I could stream the Monday before that, but that's the day that we're getting back, and I don't know if I'll be able to do that. So just so you guys know kind of what's on the horizon. Let's see, is there anything I want to show you? I haven't done any more on this. because honestly I just crapped out and got really went down for the count. This is what we did on Monday. This is a piece of fabric paper. It's fabric on the top. It's paper towel as the foundation, just because I wanted to see what it would be like. Interfacing on the back. And then I just did this little kind of extemporaneous embroidery on it. I think I'm going to take this with me when I go on the trip and maybe have it to work on. I don't know. I have this other piece I've been working on that I may take it instead, or maybe take both of them if I can figure out. This is the other one I've been working on. Or I may take both of them if I can figure out a way to get, it's one thing if we drive there, then I can take all my stuff. But when we're flying, then you can't take all your stuff. So then you have to make choices. And I want to have all the things. Not just limit myself, and although if you limit yourself, it makes you stretch further, Hello, Barbara. How's your grandson's home fare? I don't know. They evacuated. They live in Sarasota, and they evacuated ahead of time and went to my granddaughter's in Alabama. And so I don't know. I haven't heard anymore. I'm hoping that I'll get to talk to my little great-granddaughter tonight for her birthday, and I'll find out more then. So I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, I was just, if we have fewer things, I think it makes us be more creative. But you know how it is. When you have all the things, it's hard to choose which ones you're going to take. Anyway, so I don't know. What do you think I should work on? Do you think I should work on this? Or do you think I should keep working on this one? Or do you think I should work on this one? Or this one? That will give the chat something to talk about. I don't know what I should do. I think probably I should work on one that I alre't have started. What do you think? I don't know. Well, I said, that the only request I had for this wedding is that Studley's son would wear an Elvis costume, and they have all outvoted me on that. You like the pieced fabric? One I started, number one. This one. You think this one? Might be a good idea. It would be small, so I could take it with me. Yeah, it's slow stitching. Definitely. Lots of cotton. Alright, I'll take this one. Good enough. It's small enough I can take a book with me for inspiration too. Alright, anybody have any other questions? I'm not going to talk any longer because I don't want to, I'm not sure I can. And I also need to have a little bit of a nap. I've been going all morning long, steadily, not fast, but steadily. And I still have to pack. I have to pack my suitcase. I wish I knew what I was taking. I wish I knew what I was wearing for sure, you guys. Anyway. Oh, well. keep me in your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate it. And I am getting better. By tomorrow, I should be hopefully a lot better than I am today. And by Sunday, I should be in good shape, I think. I hope. All right, you guys. I know I'm going to need my voice on Sunday because I got to read my vows. He told me yesterday, he said, I hope I don't offend you with my vows. That is Elton all day long. For him to say something like that, it's like, and his son is so worried about us writing our own vows. He said these two are absolutely loose cannons. He said there is no way to predict what they're going to say to each other. That's probably true. Anyway, if you can't make your kids sweat, all the times that our kids made us sweat and made us nervous, this is the time to get back at them a little bit, and I'm all for it. All right. On Sunday. Yeah, Sunday afternoon. I know, right, CB? Thanks, you guys. I will be back, I believe for sure on the 25th of October, possibly the Monday before that. Okay? All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for putting up with me today. I know I didn't do a thing other than just talk. And I will see you all when I get back. When I'm back, I'm going to be a newlywed. You have watched me go from through many phases of my life. I appreciate each and every one of you being with me on this journey called life and encouraging me many times not to give up. Thank you so much. And I will see you when I get back. Until then, you know the drill. Remember to get creative today because, it's easy. Even if you feel like crap, you can still do something creative. And I will see you guys when I get back. Bye for now.